Hey everyone, and welcome to This Explainer. Today, we're dissecting an absolute marvel of modern theme park engineering. We are looking at Infusion, the iconic inverted steel roller coaster located at the legendary Pleasure Beach Resort in Blackpool, England. Now, Blackpool has long been revered as a historic mecca for classic wooden coasters, which makes dropping a massive, twisted steel machine right in the middle of it a truly fascinating contrast. But I gotta tell you, the stakes here were incredibly high. Just relocating a colossal steel structure is hard enough on its own, but choosing to reconstruct it suspended entirely over a lake, that required some next-level engineering ingenuity. If you're someone who loves the deep mechanics behind massive throw rides, the complex physics of human endurance, and understanding exactly how these towering structures actually come to life, you are going to absolutely love the journey we are taking today to break down the history and layout of this incredible machine. So, I want you to imagine the psychological setup of this ride for a second. What's it like to ride a coaster suspended entirely over water? It literally rewrites your whole sensory experience. See, when you're flying over concrete or grass, your brain easily processes the ground below. It makes sense of the speed. But water? Water adds this crazy, unique visual illusion. The rippling surface actually distorts your depth perception, so every single drop and bank feels significantly faster and way closer than it actually is. And Infusion's big claim to fame is holding the title as the very first suspended looping coaster of its kind to feature this incredible overwater element. But to pull off that illusion, engineers had to solve a massive logistical puzzle. We're talking sinking deep structural foundations and driving pylons directly into a man-made lake just to safely support hundreds of tons of dynamic, moving steel. Okay, let's dive into this timeline, which is kind of going to act as our narrative lift till today. Infusion actually has a pretty nomadic past. It originally opened way back in 1999 at Pleasure Beach's former sister park, Pleasureland Southport. It was the absolute star attraction there right up until the park sadly closed its doors in 2006. Now, typically, when a regional park closes, its massive steel coasters are either sold off piecemeal or they just go straight to the scrap heap. But this specific ride, far too valuable to lose. The parent company knew what they had and they executed a highly strategic move. The ride was methodically disassembled, literally piece by piece, transported up the coast and given a spectacular grand reopening at Pleasure Beach Resort in Blackpool on May 2nd, 2007. They basically saved a phenomenal coaster from extinction. Now, as you'll see, the ride underwent a massive visual evolution during that move. Back in its Southport days, it was aggressively branded as the Traumatizer. It sported a very edgy, total 90s aesthetic with a bright red track and teal supports, largely because it was actually sponsored by the soft drink Tizer. But moving to Blackpool required a complete tonal shift in theme park marketing. The resort wanted something sleek, something modern, and visually harmonious with its new aquatic setting. So the entire reconstruction was this massive undertaking that completely stripped away that 90s edge, replacing it with a stunning, vibrant blue track that just gleams over the water today. It wasn't just a physical move, it was a total reinvention of the ride's core identity. For the engineering buffs watching, the structural pedigree of this ride is pretty legendary. Infusion is a suspended looping coaster, universally known in the community as an SLC, designed by the Dutch manufacturing giant Vekoma. Specifically, this is their 689-meter standard Mark III layout. Now, anyone who follows coaster engineering knows that Vekoma SLCs have a formidable reputation. They are ubiquitous worldwide, and they're famous for their relentless, incredibly intense, and honestly sometimes polarizing layouts. But what makes Infusion so special is how it takes this totally familiar standard Mark III track configuration and entirely elevates it through environmental design. It proves that just placing a proven, off-the-shelf coaster layout over a body of water can totally transform it into a world-class, bespoke experience. £8 million. That was the staggering total cost to revitalize this beast for its Blackpool debut. Now, you might be wondering, why on earth does simply relocating a coaster cost nearly as much as building a brand new one? Well, it all comes down to the environment. They couldn't just drop this thing onto a flat concrete slab. Oh no, the engineering teams actually had to partially drain the lake, design custom footers, and drive heavy pylons deep into the bedrock beneath the water just to match the exact pre-existing layout of that twisted steel. Combine all that with the non-destructive dismantling, the incredibly heavy transport, and the massive sandblasting and repainting process, and boom, you have an £8 million logistical triumph that firmly underlined the resort's total commitment to giving this ride a premium second life. And man, once that train drops, the physics just take over completely. The ride hits a top speed of 50 miles per hour, or 80 kilometers per hour. And sure, while that might not break global speed records, on an inverted coaster, perception is everything. With that heavy steel track positioned right above your head and your legs just dangling freely with nothing but rushing water beneath you, the lack of traditional visual reference points amplifies the sensation of speed dramatically. I mean, the wind resistance hitting your exposed lower body and the sheer kinetic energy roaring through the wheel assemblies make 50 miles per hour feel like you are literally breaking the sound barrier. And this brilliantly illustrates what happens when that 50-mile-per-hour speed collides with tight, twisted steel. That speed translates directly into raw physical pressure, subjecting riders to a maximum of 3.4 positive G-forces. To put that into perspective, that is nearly 3.5 times the normal weight of your own body, pressing you deep into your seat. Riders feel this the absolute hardest right at the bottom of the first major drop, right as the train violently pulls up into the first massive looping element. The blood literally rushes out of your head and down into your dangling legs, demanding total physical endurance from the very moment the ride begins. 5 inversions. Throughout this insane layout, you are turned completely upside down 5 separate times on this Vekoma track. And because you're suspended over a lake, these inversions create a profound visual disorientation. As the train flips and rolls and twists, your line of sight is rapidly alternating between the sky above, the blinding reflection of the sun on the water below, and then boom, back to the sky in a matter of seconds. It creates this dizzying sensory overload that leaves you entirely unsure of which way is up, absolutely maximizing the psychological thrill of the track design. All right, let's briefly slow down a second here to look at how they actually handle the massive summer crowds at Pleasure Beach, because operational efficiency is absolutely critical. The park runs 2 trains simultaneously, each holding 160 riders securely locked into those over-the-shoulder restraints. When the ride operations team is really firing on all cylinders, continuously dispatching one train exactly as the other navigates the course, they can actually achieve an impressive throughput of 832 riders every single hour. Maintaining that high capacity is absolutely vital for a major resort attraction, ensuring that the queue keeps moving and the kinetic energy in the park remains high all day long. Let's move to and see how this builds into that ultimate sensory overload. After the clack, clack, clack of the 33-meter lift hill, you just plummet down a steep, curved incline. The train immediately rips into a massive butterfly loop, violently pulling you through 2 half loops connected by a twisting corkscrew. You drop out of that right into a sidewinder, which whips you through another loop and directly into a second corkscrew. Then comes the tight helix, which features a terrifyingly brilliant near miss with the classic wooden Big Dipper coaster. I mean, it creates this stunning architectural juxtaposition of 1920s historic wood rushing right past 21st century modern steel. Finally, you pull into a dizzying double inline twist before a sharp 90-degree bank forcefully throws you onto the brake run. That entire sequence, from the initial dispatch out of the station all the way to the final magnetic brakes, is an absolute masterclass in ride pacing, lasting approximately 1 minute and 45 seconds. And the engineering brilliance here is that there are virtually no dead spots. None. The layout so efficiently conserves its initial kinetic energy, violently throwing the train from one element to the exact next without giving the rider even a single second to catch their breath. It is just a relentless, action-packed duration of pure adrenaline. So, acting as the brake run for our narrative arc today, let's talk about the cultural footprint. When Infusion debuted in 2007, it triggered a massive media blitz that might honestly seem a bit surprising for a relocated coaster. It was featured on BBC Newsround, GMTV, and even grabbed front-page headlines in the Daily Star and the Daily Express. But you really have to understand the context here. This wasn't just a new ride. It was a massive symbol of Pleasure Beach's modernization era. Blackpool needed to signal a huge shift, bridging the gap between being a historic, classic seaside amusement park and evolving into a glossy, premium 21st century resort. And Infusion, with its sleek branding and that massive $8 million price tag, was the glowing blue centerpiece of that entirely new corporate era. Now, what's really interesting about this slide is how the coaster's unique floorless design actually made it the star of a brilliant piece of British pop culture. Infusion was featured in a wildly popular commercial for the optician company Specsavers. Maybe you've seen it. The ad showcased 2 elderly people who unknowingly sat down and rode the intensely inverted coaster simply because, without their glasses, they mistook the ride's open, suspended seats for a regular park bench. It is such a hilarious anecdote that perfectly capitalized on the distinct, exposed look of those Vekoma trains, and it completely cemented the ride's status in mainstream pop culture. So the crucial takeaway here is that Infusion is far, far more than just a relocated amusement ride. It's a genuine engineering masterclass in giving old steel vibrant new life. By executing an incredibly complex relocation, utilizing striking thematic engineering right over the water, and totally leaning into the sheer intensity of 3.4 Gs and 5 inversions, Blackpool Pleasure Beach created an enduring icon. So the only question left to ask is this. Knowing the physics, the history, and the sheer, relentless intensity of the layout, would you brave the 3.4 Gs, or are you staying safely on the brake run holding the bags? Thanks so much for learning with me today on this explainer. I really hope you enjoyed the ride.